Howdy folks, it is Lance090 here, and welcome to another season of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. This will be Season 2. You're not seeing double. You could see that I changed the name of the last season to Practice Runs, just because the game was so different, and it really caught us off guard and didn't go very well. But this time we know what we're getting into, so let's jump right in here. First of all, I have to remember what greater than less than does, because they changed that. That's been a while ago though. At this point, they just really just made it the opposite of how it used to be, and that made it very confusing. So the things we've changed it for world handling here is cities are going to be further apart, NPCs can spawn more often, and I've brought the monster evolution factor up to 12 instead of 8, which we tried last time. I don't even know if this is working very well though, because last time we did the winter start and the juggernauts and stuff were already appearing, even with that being at 8, so 12 might not even make that much of a difference. But we'll see. And then just NPCs are turned on as well. That name seems fine for our world. Let's jump right in. Alright, give me the good old-fashioned single pool. Scenario, I think we're just gonna have to do evacuee. Unless there's like some kind of good large building now. Let's see what kind of random structures we can get here. Hospitals, apartment rooftops. It's interesting how it lists all of them on different numbers now. I guess it pre-generates the world, so it knows like how many hospitals are nearby or something. I don't know. But it used to just say one of every kind, you know? Okay, let's back tab. By the way, if you don't know what back tab is, in case you're new to the game, back tab is shift tab. That's something they added recently. So yeah, I think we're just going to do evacuee. I thought about doing helicopter crash too, but now that you start with wounds, well, it always started with wounds, but now that healing is really hard, I think we don't want to do that. I think we just want to do normal, good old-fashioned evacuee, even though we're not going to have very many points to work with. You don't necessarily have to do survivor, though it is nice having the pocket knife. So honestly, anything with a knife do get enough. Or honestly, I think anyone could, because you could bash out a window, right, and use a broken piece of glass as a knife. That said, what would we take instead? Possibly like the groom. Like if you started in summer, most of these would be fine. The problem is it's really cold, and that's why the regular survivor is pretty good. So we're just gonna go regular survivor this time. It's a little boring, but trying to be fancy about it has not been working out for us. So we'll do addicted personality, animal discord. I used to love bad knees, but it doesn't really work anymore now that there's long grass everywhere. Let's try a deaf run, even though there is a lot of NPCs turned on. We'll try deaf, and hopefully it's not the one that makes it so you take damage when there's noises. For some reason that was a thing for a little bit. Forgetful is a free pick for us. I think it's a free pick anyway. It does mean you let your terrain memory goes away. But our skills don't have skill rest, so you should be okay with that. It hasn't caused me any issues taking it from as long as I've ever been taking it. Lightweight. I did take heavy sleeper, okay. Oh, let's see. Never taken poor healer ever again. Pyromaniac is pretty good though. Here's your table manners. Sleepy, squeamish, trappy, truth teller, ugly, weak stomach. All my favorite stuff. Now give me deft, fast healer, which I normally don't take, but now that healing is so important, I think that's a must-have now. Give me light step, night vision, optimist, outdoorsman, pack mule, quick. And weak scent. Alright, skills, first aid, fabrication, hashing. Ooh, that's a little bit... That's a little rough. We need one more point. We need to get tailoring. What am I forgetting here? Maybe deft I can get rid of. Deft isn't too critical. Alright, get me tailoring, please. Very light on skills this time. Very light on stats as well, just because we don't have any way to play the game. And by play the game, I mean get ourselves some extra points. I'm not going to change this because it'll reset everything if I do. But like last time we did Island Prison, which gave us a ton of extra points, but we found out that it's incredibly difficult, which all of these challenges are. They're not just challenges, they're kind of just like impossibles, if that's such a thing. We got out of it by retrying like 8 times to get out. Helicopter crash used to be a pretty good one, but now that healing is so slow, it's not really worth doing. And then any of them that spawn us in town are pretty rough now too, because the towns are overrun by way too powerful monsters now. And then the Sheltered, which gives you 3 points, and it actually gives you pretty good starting location options. That one's bad because it starts you in winter, which wasn't too bad in the past because all that meant was food would be rotten. But now apparently that means zombies evolve. So we don't want to deal with that. Anyway, we're due for our John Freeman run. And we will tab into the game here. Wow, this is an interesting start. We're in the middle of a forest. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. Not without doing like a forest start. Even this town is in a forest, which is kind of crazy. What the heck is this? Lumber mill. And what are you? You're a cabin in the woods. Radio tower. We'll definitely want to get up in there and look around. It's a rural house. Okay. Well, it used to be a map like this would make me really upset because there's no infinite sources of water. But now there is, just because it can just spawn that way in water. Now this guy does have a exclamation mark over his head, which usually means you're in trouble. I don't think the NPCs normally spawn with that, but we can't talk to him, so. Just letting some time pass here, just in case he wants to. You are deaf and cannot talk. Lamar Troutman says something, and you cannot hear it. As long as we're not in pain for no reason. Alright, we're okay then. Alright. Let's open up some of these windows. Take a look around. Make sure there's no horrible monsters outside. What's this guy wearing, by the way? Looks like he has a motorcycle helmet on. Cargo pants, trench coat. You have chainmail? It is a motorcycle helmet. It has a chainmail vest. Alright. So, let's try to go find a rock or a stick or something outside. And yeah, it's definitely springtime this time because there's no snow anywhere. Oh, I forgot you open doors by just walking into them now. I'm trying to press C to close it, and it auto closes when I press C instead of having to pick a direction like you used to. And then just walking into it. It's the open door, okay. Peace of mind. Types of options there. I don't know if rocks really spawn in forest tiles. Usually you have to go onto like the plains. Grab them. I might just have to walk around and try to find a stick. Luckily it's warm outside actually. Like we're actually a little bit too hot. I did not mean to do that. I kept my left leg on. How much damage does that do to us? I almost want that that ability that lets you see your exact health amount just to see how much damage that did. Because all it was a little plant. That's gonna confuse me for quite a while. Not having to close doors like that. Okay. Got a heavy stick. Let's go ahead and wield that. Oh my god, there's no sound effects. Because we can't hear. I don't know if I like that or not. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Like, I don't care, like, if I don't see the sound pop-ups on the map. Like, that's fine to me. That's not very helpful, I don't think, to me. But I do like having sound effects just for, you know, quality of the video. So I think we might have to restart. I don't like to do it. And this is an interesting map. But man, no sound effects is... Maybe I don't have sound effects installed. Let's take a look here. Nah, it's installed. Alright. I don't like doing that. It was kind of an interesting start, but it just really sucks to not have the in-game sound effects. I don't know why it would do that. Like, I get why it's doing it, if that makes sense. Come on. The reason is the sound effect is tied to it, like, actually happening. It's like being turned off from happening at all by being deaf. World default should stay the same at least. It's gonna make it a little bit even harder to get some skill points here. It's tricky. I can see no, don't take deaf. I could see something that can carry us. I know people have been saying take far-sighted and nearsighted because it gives you the glasses to see anyway. The problem is they don't work with power armor helmet. Oh, we forgot fast metabolism. Shouldn't be a problem with since we're not being extra small this time. Heavy sleeper. Hoarder is almost one we can take without it being too bad. Mood swings is one of those that you can also maybe take because it can go positive. No, never taking poor healer again. Poor hearing is fine. Poor hearing doesn't bother me at all. Not hearing at all is a problem. Sleepy. I might have missed Sleepy last time too. Squeamish. Grabby, True Teller, Ugly. Big stomach. Okay, we're still at 21, so I did get enough points back to make up for what we missed. Fast Healer. Fleet-footed, light stepped, night vision, optimist, outdoorsman, hack mule, quick, weak scent, fabrication, first aid, tailoring, patching, dodging, that's what we did last time, correct? I think so. Try John Freeman again here. Alright. Hopefully the world's okay. I didn't know that we're not get sound effects. It's still possible they're broke because I'm still not hearing anything. Alright, this spawn. We did still spawn in a forest, technically. I ran on the edge of one. What are you? You're just a rest area, and then you're a farm, field, but no farm. Rest area could be interesting. We're right next to a radio tower, which would be really good for getting a lot of sight. Fungaloids are here. That doesn't bother me. Fungaloids are actually pretty nice to have around. They will kind of give the zombies a run for their money at least. Okay, so we can talk to this bro. Talk to Vito. He's short of breath. Get out here or I'll kill you. What's the matter? I'm asthmatic. I need you to get the hailer for me. I can do it. Can you share me some equipment? Because I am helping you out. Give me a Adderall. Thanks. Alright. I don't know. What's Adderall use for again? Suppresses appetite. Take a look outside again. Let's see, is it like closing? No. Oh, okay. Jeez. That is really hard to wrap my mind around. Pressing C just closes it. I don't have to press a direction. That's really confusing when you've been used to it being the other way for so long. I'm guessing O does the same thing? Yeah. Okay. Okay, it's a different basement. A slightly older type of basement. Oh, actually it's not. It's just the bathroom one mirrored. Just pretty clever when you think about it. Definitely want to grab these first aid kits at least. Pretty useful stuff. Although it still seems... It feels like it's, it sounds stronger than it is. Now that the first aid kits don't actually heal. In fact, we can probably just pop them open, and it wouldn't really matter. There's some basic medical stuff in there. Okay. Let's go grab a stick again. There's one there. Is fungaloids nearby? Like a little bit closer than I would like. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's gonna take a while. Bear with me. I do have sound effects at least. Patching out the windows seems a little risky with the fungaloids nearby, but it is what it is. On string. Our stats are already up actually from our skills. Why do we start overweight? Because we didn't pick the XXXL one. I guess you just start overweight now. Put up some strings at the thread here. One problem with this fungaloid being like right out the door is it's close enough that it's being rendered. So it's just going to kind of keep spreading while we're here. Is it the sporlings that are aggressive? At some point, I think they do become aggressive, but I'm not really sure what causes it. Hey, there's pipes now. I don't know why they went away before. I don't know if they have anything to... They'll have to go get a hammer. Or I guess I can make this into a cudgel. And then would I have... No, it doesn't have any hammering skill. We'll have to try to close the door again. Or I try to close the direction, I should say. There we go. What's happened? Autosave's on? Is it on by default, or did I accidentally turn it on? Oh, default autosave is true now. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'll have to think about it. can be helpful, but I don't know if I want to deal with the... That's gonna take so long to get used to. Alright, make me the crowbar, please. Grab this counter. Oh, it's a cupboard. It's not a counter anymore. It used to always be counters that were in this building. That's okay. Want to see if I could get a table so I could craft a little better? What was saying the growling noise? I think that's maybe just part of this sound pack. Wood needle, please. Alright. Actually not cold out, which is definitely new, because it used to just always spawn, or it made springtime like a nuclear winter for a really long time there. It looks like they've gone back on that idea. I wonder what exact update that caused, because the last game we played was in winter, but we started in winter. But I'm pretty sure the games before that, we didn't spawn in wintertime and it was still super cold. But now it's not cold. In fact, we're hot in some of our body parts. Hands are still cold, head's cold. And we still want things for protection, but now, like, I might not need glove warmers or glove liners anymore. And then we can make... I'll still make them traditionally until I see that we're actually hot. Just because the extra layers can help. Then our hat. Cotton hat's really the only thing we have. It might be too warm, but see how many fungaloids are outside? It's starting to get a little worry. Just a little bit worry. And why am I saying worry like that? I don't know. Usually I say worry. It was just coming out like that for some reason. Okay. It's our feet, and then it was our arms and torso that were getting warm. Don't think we can do much about the feet getting cold, because I don't really have good shoes that I can make. Oh, we're in winter boots, that's why. Used to spawn in regular boots, I think. Or even sneakers. So now, actually, now that we look at it, you could do the naked start now, without it being like nearly as dangerous. Because now you're not gonna freeze to death right away. Maybe that's why they did it. Because that was pretty much out of the question before. You'd freeze before you could even craft it. If you could craft it. Diana, that'll give us a little bit of environmental protection at least. I might even take off the winter coat if I can find... Yeah, we really would like a hoodie or something to do that. Because otherwise we're not going to have much carrying capacity. Okay. Well... Why am I not seeing the crowbar here? There it is. Toilet. don't know if I like that. I'm pressing E to try to interact with the sink because I thought there might be stuff in there. And then it's activating the toilet, which is just nearby. Kind of like how the door was just like automatically being activated. I don't know if I like that. That could cause some issues. At least it has a pop-up every time, but I can actually carry a fair bit with just the sling. Okay, right away I'm just gonna dump out this ammonia and bleach. Hopefully they haven't added chemical interactions to make that like explode or something when I did that. Oh my god. That's a rough one, man. A little bit of everything except our Alright. Just pop open the side door here. You get sufficient leverage for that with our crowbar. Okay. Already talked to him. I think. You're the asthma one, right? Or is that I forgot if it was him or someone else. Why is it dark in this corner? No, there is cloudy lighting. Alright, greetings citizen. Biological attack has taken place and a state of emergency has been declared. Emergency personnel will be aiding you shortly. To ensure your safety, please follow the steps below. Do not panic. Remain inside the building. Seek shelter in the basement. Use the provided gas mask. Wait for further instructions. Contact us. It's going to take forever to load. Oh. Searching for the nearest refugee center. Please wait. If you have any feedback concerning your visit, please contact the Department of Emergency Management and Public Affairs Office. Local office can be reached between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. at 555-0164. If you would like to speak with someone in person or would like to write us a letter, please send it to E. Okay. I was looking at that guy when I was trying to move around and it didn't work. Okay. So it begins. How far away is thing? Dairy farm. Fairly far away. Incomplete cabin. Silos. Not the bees! Not the bees. Not infinitely far away, but pretty far. FEMA camp. Are extremely dangerous. I'm kind of interested in the rest area. Oops. Do not steal from him, please. Like, we might not want to stay here because of all the fungaloids. The electric lantern and a headlamp here. It's actually pretty decent stuff. Wish you weren't standing on stuff. I might be able to shift it around. Yeah. Yeah, you're standing like all the food. It's really cool that there's food and water in here now. Like, you can actually just stay in here like it says. If you so desired. But you probably don't. Curious about the rest area. I think that's where we need to check out first. We're all out of time for this video. If you enjoyed the video, remember to hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, I hope you have a good day.